So in more ways than one, we see Igor and whatever, you know what I'm saying, talking about the post wasn't taken down. You know what I'm saying? And it was a blatant violation of a gag order, made it clear that the failure to comply would result in serious sanctions. Yeah, like what? You're a dumbass? You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you were put there to do. You're not fooling anybody. You're looking like a clown. You and Letitia James right about now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with high intelligence would see that. You know what I'm saying? But Igorin said the post, however, remains on Trump 2024 website 17 days and was removed late Thursday night after the court, emailed him. The judge imposed a limited gag order. You know what I'm saying? A limited gag order. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck does that mean, clown? You know what I'm saying? Gag order in early October. Yeah, because you were able to get away with the crimes against his human rights and constitutional rights, and that goes for everybody else in the United States, you jackass. That's why, talking that bullshit, you talk about you did that in October. Because you came in on the platform of the creepy Joe shit you did. But we don't see none of this shit being exposed in any shape or form based on what Creep Not did to the United States as a whole throughout his whole career. He literally sold the United States completely the fuck out. Don't let them fool you. You know what I'm saying? In any shape or form. You know what I'm saying? All you talking about all this enemy shit with China, but you got them in our government. You got 100 police stations were set up over here. You got chemical laboratories. You got Anti-Pop Party along with them doing this bullshit in Africa to the children along with crooked ass African fucking leaders, garbage ass criminal motherfuckers who needs to straighten shit up. Sorry to say it that way, brothers, but you're slipping and sliding. Because what we saw with Anthony Fauci over there in his little space white suit mask, injecting the people with these nasty ass virus shit, biological shit, him and Bill Gates, and the bullshit that you're doing is a damn fucking shame to humanity as a whole. And you should be ashamed to call yourself any kind of African leader. And this goes all the way back to even Martin Doon Stephen Biko in South Africa and across many plains of Africa. You have even, many of y'all have even made money off your own people, putting them in slavery. You have warred and warred and warred and rumors of war against your own people. But I do not see the unification of Africa unite for their children, as the brother Robert Nestor, old Nestor Mark, said in his song, and many songs that we have sung over many thousands of years. It's a shame to see the behavior. Only now you telling me that you catching yourself while we dealing with this clown over here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even in the he talking about incendiary untruths or whatever he talking about, and can and have led to serious physical harm. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What you and you're a demon Democrat judge. So is Letitia Jackass Not God James. What are you talking about? The harm that you have done to this country under the policies in your position, in your political affiliation, you know what I'm saying, have done plenty of physical harm, not just here in America, but across the globe as a whole. You garbage, nigga. Anyway, talking about I I will now allow the defendant to explain why he should not end up in jail. But the question remains with your demon democratic political affiliation and your political making this a political scene. and fucking sideshow, three ring circus. You need to explain to us why y'all did what you did to the United States during the pandemic and all through America for the last 47, 50 years. Clown. You want us to go back and dig up all that you, Hillary Clinton, Obama, nutcase, jackass, Bush, jackass, Biden, creepy ass, did for over 40, 50, 60 years of their career. Even when we can't say Obama because he's nothing but a motherfucking wannabe nigga clown. You know what I'm saying? But you want to explain to us why you should not be totally removed from the United States as any kind of political party or any kind of political affiliation that you may have to that party and the six Baphomet statues in front of six state buildings in the South. And then trying to justify that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But we see in response, Trump's defense attorney, Chris Kress, said, based on my understanding, this was truly a, in, it was truly inadvertent. You know what I'm saying? It should be. Because you shouldn't be censoring the man in no shape or form. Because if we keep on allowing this and the people allow this, because black people seem to don't have no interest in this other than to side with the wrong side over the years that they've been brainwashed into the wrong side to keep them in power. The true social media post was taken down, which is a criminal act in itself. You know what I'm saying? When the court asked, Christ said, true social media was taken down, and Trump never made any more comments about court staff, but it appears no one took it down on the campaign website. It is unfortunate, and I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Not me, though. Not me, though. I ain't apologizing for shit. I wish I'd see the fools. You know what I'm saying? Because all of y'all do need to be removed from our government. What physical harm is you talking about? But you can't explain the physical harm in which you just did to the United States by locking it down, talking about a pandemic, and then you got every disease, swine, clown from every other country in our fucking medical facility, in our medical facilities, in our medical the field. You know what I'm saying? And pull this whole Luciferian mathematical blood sucking trick that y'all just pulled. Even Robert Redfield up there looking like he damn near fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you'll get for following behind the beast, Robert Redfield. You know what I'm saying? He should be in jail. Him and all them Chinese and them people from the city are always up there. You saw them on TV every time. Making this a big official movement and shit on TV, censoring the media and the people through posts, speaking about righteousness and speaking about the truth about the garbage that y'all been doing to us for over 47, 50 years of war, and multiple wars. You garbage, nigga. And you got nerve to talk to me about some bullshit like this. Or this is what we hearing from our government. Or the government. We're supposed to be doing the people's work. You know what I'm saying? You invaded the government, and all you brought into that government, you, Albert Pike, and the rest of your clowns, you know what I'm saying, was hell and fire. That's it. You ain't brought no good, no good, in no shape or form. You know what I'm saying? All you have brought is manipulation and straight garbage. So we're still trying to find out what it is you're doing. Even when we look at the back news, you know what I'm saying? We see House Democrats, listen to this, House Democrats declare media squad must take responsibility for spreading dangerous misinformation about the Gaza hospital attack. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. If you censor the media as to the attack on the hospital, then how we know what's going on over there? Because see, that's what you were doing for years. Why you have people believing and looking in the Bible, talking about Israel as if it's some ancient place far off in the glory land, and you know, see, you have to travel deep in the mountains of Himalayas just to find it, and they've been there for centuries, and yada da 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 da. The Palestinians have been there a long time as well, way longer than you. So how can you originate this under a Caucasian overstanding? It's not making any sense. And your true colors are beginning to now crumble, crack, and show. Because if people do full investigation into the historical overstanding of this, I wonder where it would really lead. So while you're trying to gag and use the media, same as you did during the pandemic, to censor the truth in all ways, because I heard you even trying to say now that many of them, these different groups have taken bunkers under the hospitals and stuff. Well, that's where you don't do that then. You don't bomb it because of that. You contain because the innocent people is being hit. So all who is involved in using that as a shield does not show much. And those who bomb it, damn sure, don't show much. So we've got to have some form of understanding here. But we see where Mr. Jared, Miss Miss Kowisk, Moskowitz or whatever his name is, a demon Democrat of where? Florida. Imagine, probably look like, okay. I hope he from there. Slammed the media and and his Democratic colleagues in the House of Representatives for spreading dangerous information. After the explosion at a hospital in Gaza war. You know what I'm saying? Ironically reported. Ironic, what I'm saying, whatever, reported to have been caused by Israel missile strike. Well, who other strike would it be? Wait a minute. So who other strike would it be? It's still asking that fucking question. So you're telling me the Palestinians blew up their own hospital? And then you try to twist it around and say it was a mistaken rocket or missile that came from the Gaza Strip, but you ain't say where it came from. And you're trying to say it's Palestinian that mistakenly shot a rocket and it mistakenly hit the hospital. You're lying. That's why you want to censor the media. So if you're censoring the media for what again? Because you're looking like a clown. Anyway, but on Tuesday, the New York Times, coming in by Isaac, 7 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time, off the media, we see on Tuesday the New York Times, Associated Press, and other ran stories lending credence to Hamas. First of all, we're not lending anything to anyone, but 75 years of occupation by a crooked group of people claiming some righteousness to have a reason to go in there and invade and occupy based on the historical facts that you are trying to hide. And if people really did their research, they would understand why I'm saying it that way. This has nothing to do with the people who invaded there and are regular people living, trying to live a regular life and so on. This has nothing to do with that. This has to do with saving lives. This has to do with a ceasefire. This has to do with bringing some kind of understanding to your occupation and you apologizing for what you have done to the Palestinians, but the Africans first, the Palestinians and many other groups of people that you went over there and caused their lives to be destroyed. Dealing in debt and invading in the name of your Lord. You know what I'm saying? You must come to some understanding. You know what I'm saying? But we see spreading dangerous information. He's trying to say that his colleagues, the representatives, were spreading dangerous information, after the explosion at the hospital in Gaza Strip. War was, whatever, reported to have been caused by Israel missile strike. Now, On Tuesday, the New York Times, Associated Press, and others ran stories leading critics to Hamas. No, they didn't. They were just saying what happened. Claimed that the explosion killed 500 people and was a result of Israel attack. Still asking the question, who is it? But we're going to go on and find out. Since then, both Israel and the United States, no, not the United States that I know. You mean the United States of America, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? The United States intelligence source have indicated that the blast was actually caused by a misfire rocket launched by a terrorist group in Gaza. So, the terrorist group is supposed to be defending Palestine and the invasion from you, and they fire, and then you claim it's a misfire by them. Okay, if you believe that, I believe another one. You know what I'm saying? But we see in the meantime, Representative Ayana Omar, a demon Democrat coming out of where? Minnesota. And Rashida, it looked like Tlaib or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a demon Democrat of, I think, Michigan or something, or Missouri or whatever, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't follow the demon Democrats. I follow probably humans. You know what I'm saying? Or people, all kinds of people, or mankind of man, whatever, to understand where the direction is following and going, because it affects everyone, whether you like it or not. You can claim to suck demon democratical balls, but in time to come, that will run out. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't putting forth no candidate of your own of strength and power and leadership in uh, our community or in chief of commander seat and to show the world as it is with the bioformality. But we see where both of them release statements, unequivocally condemning Israel. I would as well. Israel just bombed a Baptist hospital, killing 500 Palestinians, doctors, children, and patients. Okay. Just like that, you know what I'm saying, coming off the Potus, whatever, spot or whatever, this is what, you know what I'm saying, happens when you refuse to facilitate a ceasefire. Now, that's one time when, hey, I know my this lady here make a little bit of sense, you know what I'm saying, a ceasefire, you know what I'm saying, and help, you know, and help to escalate, you know what I'm saying, wrote, look like Talid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sorry to mess up your name. Your war and the destruction only approach his open. From what she's saying, the war and the destruction only, the war and the destruction only approach has opened my eyes, and many Palestinian Americans and Muslim Americans like me, we will remember where you stand. So will I. So will I. So that we have an agreement on. Because I don't follow demon Democrats, nor do I care for the affiliate with your fucking party. But if you speak the truth, then so shall it be. You know what I'm saying? The bombing a hospital is among the gravest of war crimes. The IDF reportedly blowing up, you know what I'm saying? The IDF reportedly blowing up one of the few places the injured and wounded can seek medical, you know what I'm saying, treatment and shelter during a war. During a war is horrific. Pontus needs to mhm, push for an immediate ceasefire and end to this slaughter, declared Ayana Wall. You know what I'm saying? These posts prompted, what your name is, Mussolini? I mean, Mus, Mus, Moskowitz or whatever his name is, to ask the demon democratical colleagues to who blame Israel to take down their posts. You see what I'm talking about? Same thing with Trump. If we continue to allow them to do that and censor freedom of speech on these platforms in which are given, then we must start our own platforms. We must start our own platforms. And we're not going to be taking down our posts based on it. We're not talking about violence, killing, murder, pedophilia. No, we're talking about the truth in the garbage that you do as a demon democratical demonic entity called in our government. And any group, even if you inside the Republican Party and think that that's going to cover your crooked ass. Because, like I said, black people talk a lot, but we do not see you putting up a candidate or leadership that leads to where, and the leadership that leads to somewhere, you refuse to even listen to run back to licking creepy Joe Biden balls.